for joining me today. Since Christmas is quickly approaching, I thought it would be really fun to share with you how to create texture on your Christmas trees, or any tree really, but since a lot of people are going to be coloring more Christmas trees right about now and getting ready to send out all of those cards, I figured it would be a great time to share with you how I color my trees using Copic markers. So I'm using this brand new stamp set from Avery Elle, and it's called Cocoa Stand, and it has all sorts of cute images in this set. So this is the card that I've created with it, and I've colored a lot of the little trees there in the background for my little tree farm card. And today I'm going to be using my YG67, YG63, YG61, E43, E42, and E44. That one was the wrong color. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and start with YG67, and I'm just going to start by adding all sorts of little lines for all of that texture. So I'm just going to go throughout the entire tree and just create and mimic the lines for the different branches and the leaves. So once I have it all over my tree, then I'm going to go ahead and take my YG63 and do the exact same thing. So I'm going to add even more, but you want to make sure you still leave a white space. This is going to give us a nice highlight in between all of the different colors that we're using, so that way you are creating this texture. So I have a nice good amount of white space. Let me zoom in a little bit more. And now I'm going to take my YG61, and this time I'm just going to lay the marker down. I'm not going to work the color out at all. I just want to lay it down just so that there's no more white. You don't want to blend out any of those lines, because that's what we're working hard to create, so we have that texture. So now what I'm going to do is add a little bit of a shadow. So this looks nice and you could see all the different textures, but we want to add even more definition to this tree. So I'm going to go back with my YG67, and just underneath each of the branches I'm going to make a little line. This is giving it a little bit more shadow and depth. Now this one on the bottom branch, I'm going to go ahead and trace this little piece as well, so it's fully shadowed underneath. And you can already tell by just adding that little bit of color, it already really starts to add that extra definition. So now I'm going to take my YG63 and I'm going to flick, so I'm still keeping that texture, and I'm going to come all the way across the branch, all the way to the other side. So this really gives it more of a full look, like that branch really extends. And now I'm going to go ahead and take my E44. We're going to color in a little bit of the tree stump down here. And then I'm also going to take my E44 and I'm just going to add a couple more little flicks going all the way across, just to give it a touch more of that definition. And then I'm going to go back with my YG67, because I don't want it to be brown, but I want it to have a little bit more depth. So I'm just going to go back over and touch it up a little bit, just kind of replacing that brown, so it looks like a darker version of the green. And I'm going to go ahead and take my YG63, and again I'm just going to add a couple more little flicks all throughout the tree, just so it has a little bit more texture. So there you have it, very simple. Now we'll go ahead and finish the bottom. So I'm going to go ahead and take my E44 again, and I'm going to add a little bit of a shadow along this side. And I'm not going to go as far in on this side, but I am going to make a little bit of a shadow over here. And then I'm going to take my E43, I'm going to come out a little bit more again, and a little bit more on this side, not as much as I did on the opposite side. So now I have this nice area for a highlight, which I'm going to take my E42 and just fill it all in. All right, so there you have it. I could see a little piece of white, so I'm going to take my YG61. Let's just touch up the light areas, make sure there's no white showing. All right, so there you have it. I hope you enjoyed this quick little tutorial, and thank you so much for watching, and have a great day.